Dissociative identity disorder was formerly called multiple personality disorder. It often goes unnoticed among the general population. Those who suffer from this disorder lead a terrifying and disturbed life. Dissociative Identity Disorder Awareness Day, which is observed each year in the month of March, aims to spread awareness of this disorder's existence and create understanding and compassion towards the people who are going through it. At MediCircle, we're conducting an exclusive series on the occasion of DID so that the people are able to understand what the disorder is directly from the experts. Hi, this is Sana Khan, and today in this initiative, we're going to speak to Dr. Swapna Patkar. Dr. Swapna is a clinical psychologist consulting Leelavati Hospital and has her own clinic, Dream and Happiness Wellness Clinic in Santa Cruz. 15 years in the field, she has dealt with various mental health issues. She not just treats patients, but conducts a membership program in order to stay away from mental health hazards. Hello, Dr. Swapna. Welcome to MediCircle. How are you?
Hello, Sana. I'm very glad to be here today. Thanks for calling me.
It is our pleasure, ma'am. Okay, Dr. Swapna, what are the symptoms of dissociative identity disorder that are experienced by an individual and the signs that people around him or her might notice?
You know, I'll tell you, generally DID has been seen in movies and books. People generally don't meet people with such kind of disorder.
Very true.
It's very rare. And it's very difficult for people to even assume, presume, or think about a disorder like this because they have not seen it actually. We see depression, anxiety patients all around. But finding a patient with DID seems very rare and unreal to people.
Right.
So identifying becomes a very difficult deal for everyone. And trust me, even if someone with a DID is moving around you, it could be very difficult for the person to assign to a fact that there is something wrong with this person.
Right.
Though slowly and steadily, if you are very closely associated with a person like that, then you will be figuring out that there is something wrong. It is very difficult to live with DID. The major symptoms that we can identify is that a person would behave very differently at different times.
Correct.
The person starts becoming unpredictable. You know, generally when you shout at a person or when you behave very nice with a person, there are systematic responses that are given by each one. Correct. If you have a friend or a family member, you exactly know how a person will behave in a certain situation. Reactions are assumed.
True.
But with people who are suffering from DID, you cannot predict what reactions will be there. Because on a certain topic, a person might react in a manner, and on the other day might behave in an absolutely absurd and opposite manner. It becomes difficult for people to understand why is this person's changing stands, behaving differently, or talking exactly opposite of what the person had spoken yesterday.
Right.
Initially, what people think is this person is a liar.
Correct. Or in general language, or or I think in the daily routine life, people might also call that person in a very simple language. He's very moody. Kabhi kuch, right?
Correct.
These things happen. They might not be able to identify such a drastic difference in a person's personality.
That's why I always say unpredictable is the word. You just cannot predict how they will react because they have their different personality acting at different times. And unfortunately, even they do not realize that this is happening with them. So the initial phase of looking at a DID patient, the people surrounding them will assume that either the patient is a liar or the patient is an actor or the patient is a manipulator.
Correct.
And then the responses from people, you know, are very bad to such kind of a disease because when they start treating that person as a manipulator or a liar, the person is suffering all the more because the person just doesn't realize why I'm getting this response from people.
Right. True. Very true. So, Swapna, what could be the reasons for DID, dissociative identity?
See, I'll tell you, research is, and the experience that I have, I may tell you that the causes of DID are based in basically your childhood or the early ages of your life.
Okay.
A history of trauma is a key feature of this DID. You know,
Okay.
about 90 to 95% of cases of DID involve some history of abuse in the
Okay.
earlier stages of life, mostly childhood. You know, and this trauma often involves severe emotional, physical, and sexual abuses or trauma. It can be also linked to some kind of accidents, like if you've gone through a certain natural disaster, कि जैसे earthquake हो गया भुज में.
Correct.
You know, such kind of disasters also, if you face, or a war situation.
Correct.
And in such
That
cases, it's
impacts
possible.
on your mind, and it might stay back for a long time.
You know, even loss of your parents, early losses, also can
Your loved
affect,
ones.
you know, in a similar way.
Right.
I have seen cases where people have gone into this DID phase because of complete isolation.
Okay.
Out of illnesses. Like if there is someone who has AIDS,
Correct.
or someone who has a certain kind of illnesses where people are staying away from that person, that also can be a developing factor for DID, you know.
Oh. Okay, Dr. Swapna, from what age does the dissociative identity disorder start getting evident?
See, there is no such specific age mentioned anywhere which says that you could figure out at this age that DID has developed into you. It can be seen at any age, but then the roots have to be in certain trauma. So
Right.
after the trauma, we cannot predict in how much time DID can be developed in a person.
Okay.
It slowly and steadily keeps altering the person. Generally, you can observe it very late because it takes time to sink into you.
Right.
So like
right,
if
correct.
a trauma has happened at the age of 10, it might take 10 years to sink into you and develop the DID. Till then,
Okay.
generally people just don't realize that something like that is happening inside. And the children, like let's say very young people, they wouldn't even know that something like that is happening inside them.
Correct. The patient themselves.
Absolutely, yes. So then it takes a lot of time to analyze and reach to a diagnosis that the patient is suffering from DID.
Right. Must be so much traumatic. I can't even imagine what they must be going through.
It is very traumatic. And the biggest problem is that we can only help people, you know, or we can only understand people if we have gone through something or we have seen something.
Right.
Most people have not seen a DID patient.
Right.
The maximum people are not aware of what exactly DID is. So it takes a longest of time to identify a person. Till then, they have judged the person so badly that it becomes very difficult to then, you know, retract and go to a point where repair what they have done.
Right. So, Dr. Swapna, are there any signs of this disorder that parents may watch out for in their kids?
See, I have been repeating quite often and saying that unpredictable is the world. If there is any unpredictability seen in the behavior of a child, like I'll give you an example. If a child is very subtle, very mild, and very calm on one day and very aggressive the other day,
right.
This is one pattern that can be followed. Or if a child likes to study but suddenly does not like to study on other days, it needs to be watched whether this unpredictability is going to extremes. If it does fluctuate too much, then this is a sign that you know, you need to meet a doctor. Unfortunately, what happens is these days people go to Google to check the symptoms. You know, all the parents, anyone, the first thing anybody could do is go to Google and put your symptoms and check what it is. But that's a very wrong thing to do.
Okay.
Because only a professional will be able to tell you whether something is like that or not.
Correct.
Like when I say unpredictability, every child is unpredictable. I mean,
Correct.
every child would not like to study and would like to study and will be very studious before exams and later on not be studious. So that cannot be termed as DID.
Right,
but if you see those very different kinds of personality patterns changing, you see that the children stop identifying certain things that they have bought for themselves. Like if a child says that, I don't remember, when did we buy this?
Right.
Or no, this is not mine. Give me something that's mine. You know, these are common things that I have observed. Like I had a case where the child was saying, this is not my PS4. I want a PS4, a new one. And I didn't own this.
Okay.
So they just stop associating with certain things or certain situations of the past. This never happened.
Mm-hmm.
They would not agree to certain things that they have spoken. They
Correct.
would just not believe that they have gone to a certain place or they have met someone.
Okay, so all the memories also dissociate with their personality.
Absolutely. You might meet a relative like 100 times, but every time you may feel that, no, I don't know this person at all.
Okay.
So this is also a part of DID that we observe.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Swapna, for coming to our show and sharing your valuable time and insights with us at MediCircle. It has been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you so much, Sana, for calling me, and always be there if you need anything.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Same to you.